I've had a lot of different energy drink things. Got it? Yeah. You good?
Whoa, 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 whoa! I think that's shiny. I think that's shiny on the first. I don't know, I'm here, I'm riding on the ceiling. Yes! Very handle, very handle. What are you? What is that? What are those? What is up, freaks and geeks? It's Aedifex, and welcome back to the OCD Dex Challenge. We are back here in Alpha Sapphire. We are looking for the last of our wild encounters before we do the Delta story. We have a Loudred, a Larion, a Hariyama, and Medicham and its gender variant. So we've got 6 Pokemon that we're looking for, and we're actually going to catch 2 Larions, and we're going to catch 2 Loudreds for our evolution box. We have 100 Pokemon left in Alpha Sapphire. And out of those 100, 55 of them are evolution exclusives, meaning we cannot catch these Pokemon in the wild. We have to evolve into them. So over half of them are going to be evolutions. So the goal before we start playing any more story is to get all the Pokemon that we need to evolve, grind those out and do those first. And then we're going to be playing through the story a couple times because we have to end up doing Delta story 5 times to get all of the Deoxys forms. Let's take a look at the bank real quick. We've got our alternate forms. We've got Deoxys, attack, defense, speed, and a regular Deoxys, and then a living Dex Deoxys. So 5 total. So we've got to play through Delta story 5 times. We only have to play through the story twice for our legendaries, or 1 time each for our legendaries and stuff like that. We don't have to worry about playing it twice because we're no longer doing mega evolutions. So that's going to save us some time. So probably we'll do a playthrough on each version, get the Pokemon that we need, and then start Diamond and Pearl. And then when we're in Diamond and Pearl off screen, I'll be working on going through the story of Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby again. And then when we get to the Delta story, we will stream that for our last 2 Deoxys. So I think that's going to be the game plan. So that is everybody. Shane, hey girl. Hey girl, hey. We are going to go ahead and just get into Victory Road here, catch the last couple of wild encounters we need. There will be 3 more after this. One will be Claydol and the Sky Pillar when we do the Delta story, and then the Unknown exclamation point and question mark we'll be doing later as well. So we're going to catch these Pokemon, and then we're going to go back through the game, catch everything that is evolution only, and then our next stream will be grinding out a bunch of evolutions, making a huge dent in the OCD Dex count. Like I said, 55 out of the 100 remaining Pokemon can only be obtained through evolution, so that's basically what we're going to be working on the next couple of days. So let's just go ahead and jump on into it. Loudred is a 20%, Larion's a 20%, Hariyama's 15, and Medicham is 15. Medicham does have gender variants, so we're looking for 3 of those. And then we're going to catch 2 Larions and 2 Loudreds. We're going to fight this dude who I skipped before. We need 2 Larions and 2 Loudreds for evolutions. And because we're catching them in the in-game, they are going to be higher level So that will be nice. Okay, so this guy, psychic flying. Level 45. Let's go ahead and just Mega Evolve Dual Chop since we'll be Grass Dragon. We'll fight this guy. Then we'll be hunting for some Pokemon down here. We don't even need to go through Victory Road that far. Everything that we're looking for can be found on this first floor. There we go. Gonna barely hold on. And not connect. Very good. We'll just... It's gonna double resist that, so let's just dual chop again. It's kind of a waste of a move, but it's all good. Alright, that takes care of him, and then what else has he got? Latias is gonna level up. And our little baby Crocodile is gonna level up. Rhyperior, we will definitely stay for that. We've got Leaf Storm. So, Leaf Storm. Nice. You see our new move in action. And the Shiny Christmas Tree knocks that out easily. So, Aggron go to level 55. Cool. What? I lost. Shane, I'm a miss Megas. I know. It's so sad that they got rid of him. The only good thing that comes out of it is we took 99 Pokemon off the OCD Dex count. 50 Mega Evolutions, 49 Shiny Mega Evolutions. Deontay does not have a legal Shiny, so she did not have a Shiny Mega. Alright, what's our first one going to be? Our first one is going to be a Medicham, which is nice because it's only a 15%. Maybe they'll bring them back eventually. Possibly. I mean, if they listen to what everybody says. I don't know what they're doing, though. I mean, they'll get rid of things, bring things back, and then add new things in when they remake X and Y. Yeah, true. Alright, what's it doing? It's going to raise its evasiveness. So we did a false swipe. We got a second false swipe. It's got it pretty low. High jump kick. Not going to do a decent amount, actually. Alright, so this is a female. We do have gender variants on this Pokemon. Yeah, let's Master Ball it. So we'll throw a Pokeball. And 3. Oh, okay. She's not going to play that game. Psych up. Copied my stat changes, which I've made none, so that was a waste of a turn. Big Sam, hi, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Oh, she did not like that. Got another high jump coming in. Oh my god. Okay. Probably not a good idea, just trying to keep catching it. I should have healed. That's one shake. That's 2 shakes. That's out of the ball. Okay, we're gonna get hit. That is a dead Sceptile. We're gonna use our next Pokemon. Good thing is the Pokemon Center is right outside. Let's just get Wailord in because he can tank anything. Gets thrown at him. Okay. Me or the Medicham for knocking out the Sceptile? Because that could easily be me for not healing the Sceptile. That just immediately breaks out. I jump kick and crashed and killed itself. Of course it did, Medicham. So that was a waste of time for everyone because it just... I jump kicked and failed. Alright, so we're gonna surf back. We'll get healed. Away we go. Luckily it's close enough. We missed. Oh, I thought we were getting attacked. Oh, we did. Okay. Larion. Okay, let's see what we can do. Our false swiper is down. It's level 37. Let's psychic. Might be too much. Oh no, it holds on. Rock slide. It's gonna hurt because we're flying, but he is under leveled. So this one's level 37. Let's go for it. We are looking for 2 because we need to evolve one into an Aggron. It's 3 shakes. There we go. Larion was caught. And we get to update everything. So our dex count goes up to 437. No, we're not going to nickname you, and then transfer it to the bank. Our countdown goes to 695 Pokemon remaining. Our goal here is to try to catch all of the non-shiny Pokemon before Sword and Shield comes out, so we can focus on Gen 8 and shiny hunting. So it's going to add a Lairon to the count, but we are going to leave him up in the currently hunting because we need to catch one more to evolve into an Aggron. I do have an Aggron in the party, but my current party was made before I started streaming, and one big thing about the OCD Dex challenge is catching everything alive. So anything in my current party does not count. They're going to be staying behind. So, which is very unfortunate because I soft reset for that shiny Sceptile. But again, it was before I was streaming, so I will keep him, but he will not count towards the challenge numbers. So let's get back on in here. And immediately going to find something. We're going to find another Medicham. Okay. So Medicham is the only one that we're looking for that has gender variants. How many times did you soft reset? I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but it was like 2,000 something. It was a lot. I kind of just turned on the TV and soft reset over and over again for a couple days until I finally got it. It was like 2317, 2318, something like that. The first time that we did the what's it called? The Alpha Sapphire Catchathon. I think I had said it. I think I had written it down. But in between now and then I have forgotten because we played all of Crystal. There's 3 shakes. That one is immediate. Okay, I didn't actually see if that was a male or female though. Alrighty. That's gonna be a Medicham. We're gonna say yes just to see what it was. It's a male. Okay, so we do not nickname our Pokemon unless they're shiny. So that's gonna add Medicham. That's gonna go up to 474, and countdown's gonna drop to 694. And our latest capture is a male Medicham, which still leaves 2 more. The differences between the Medichams are those little ears, whatever you want to call them, the little head caps. So let's go ahead, surf on in here. We've got our Living Dex Lairon. We do need another one to evolve into an Aggron. We've got a male Medicham, which can be our living if we need it to. So we'll just kind of see what we find. We'll just run around in a circle like an idiot here. What do we got? It's going to be a Golbat. I do not need you. It's probably the other 30%, if I had to guess. Maybe one more Pokemon in here. Because I've got Loudred at 20%, Lairon at 20%, Hariyama and Medicham are both at 15. So that's a total of 70. Okay, so, oh, we're picking something up. Looks like we got Golbat and Sableye in here. They're probably 20 and 10 if I had to guess. And something up. I'm going to sneak a little bit faster. Where? There's no reaction. Okay, yeah, I don't know where it was. Probably in the water if I had to guess, actually. Hariyama. Okay, so this is our 15% encounter. We only need one of these big boys. So, let's see, level 38. Let's go in for a dual chop. We're not going to Mega Evolve. Say a little bit less than half. Ouch. Do it one more time and get him low. As long as we don't crit, please. Hold on. There we go. Good. Wake up slap. Alright, so we've got him very low. We're going to go ahead and throw the Pokeball here. I really need to teach Sceptile. I have someone in the party know Hypnosis or Sleep Powder. Because sleep is one of the best conditions to catch Pokemon in, but it works. We got ourselves a Hariyama. That is going to update our counts yet again. Doing actually really good tonight. So our latest capture is going to change. My Medicham to a Hariyama for 297. And this will be the first time we've caught him in this game. So we can turn that off now. And let's see. We will not give it a nickname. Transfer it to the box. And our countdown goes to 693. And our total count goes up to 475. So that gets rid of Hariyama. We're looking for one more Larion to evolve into an Aggron. 2 Loud Reds. Oops, let me just scare that away. Whatever it was. 2 Loud Reds, 1 for Exploud, and then a Medicham and specifically a female Medicham, since we did catch a male earlier. She's the only one on Victory Road that does have gender variants, and the whole purpose of the OCD Dex challenge is to catch every possible obtainable Pokemon. We're not doing a male and a female of every Pokemon, we're just doing specifically gender variants. There's 196 Pokemon, so 98 pairs of Pokemon that are different depending on if they're male or female. I don't know why I'm sneaking around. Depending on if they're male or female. I like to use Meowstic or Pyroar as examples because they're very extreme differences. All right, so we got our Lyron. And we're gonna dual chop again. It's level 39. Barely does anything. Okay. Metal Sound. Gonna drop special defense. Decent amount of damage, but not too much. We'll probably do that one more time, because I know False Swipe's not going to do much on it. I like to False Swipe so we can guarantee we won't kill it, but it's going to be resisted. Let's see. It's in the yellow. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. That hit us pretty hard, though. Catching this one is not going to affect our counts, though, because it is a pre-evolution. That's one. Just one. Okay. And take down. By the recoil. Okay, so we should stop hitting him, just to be safe. If we can't catch it on this one, we are going to take a turn to heal, although that looks like a critical capture right there. It is. Good job. Alright, so that is going to make our latest capture. Lyron. I actually don't know the proper way of pronouncing it. Let's see. That'll be our latest capture here. It's going to transfer to the bank box. And we are no longer hunting you. So we can kind of recenter everybody here. So we're looking for 2 Loud Reds and 2 Medichams. Actually, let's heal our Sceptile before we do anything else. 58 HP. Now we're 60 away. Do we have super potions? We just have hyper potions. We have a bunch of them though, so that's fine. Okay, so 2 Medichams, 2 Loud Reds, specifically a female Medicham for our gender variants, and then the second one doesn't matter what it is. Come on. Something up there. What is it? Fighting Psychic. Alright, we're picking up a Medicham. Possibly. Come on, there you go. High jump kick. There we go. Alright, so it doesn't matter what it is, but I would prefer us to get a female so we get our gender variants knocked out. But this one, I believe, is a male. Yep, that's okay. We'll go ahead and try to get him. I'll swipe. And he's going to raise his evasiveness. I'll swipe again. But one good thing about getting rid of the Mega Evolutions is our Kanto dex is complete. We don't have to worry about that odd Mewtwo because we had two Mewtwo's, a Mega X and Mega Y. But by removing that, we have our living Mewtwo. So that means we can actually go into, here we go, we got him knocked out. Pokemon Let's Go and shiny hunt the entire Gen 1 in Let's Go. So that's going to be really fun. That actually is going to add our male gender variant Medicham. So that's going to drop us down to 692 Pokemon remaining, 476 total. And our latest capture is a Medicham yet again. That high jump kick is hurting us. Let's see, shrink that down. So now we need a female Medicham and 2 Loudreds. We're not going to nickname him. And we'll heal again. We have quite the collection of potions here, so. Alright, we have not captured a Loudred to try to hunt it, so. Oop, I think I scared it. That's okay. Something's coming up. In the water. I don't need anything in the water. So we need a female Medicham specifically, and then 2 Loudreds. One will be our Living Dex, and one will be an Exploud. Easier to do that than to catch a Whismur. After that, we're going to go back to the beginning of the game, run through the routes, and catch all the Pokemon that are going to be evolution only. Let's see. Are you a male or a female? I believe it's a male. Yeah. So then we'll go back to the beginning of the game. We'll go through the routes and catch all the Pokemon that are evolution only. Out of the 100 Pokemon that I have left, actually a little bit less now that we've caught some, 55 of them can only be obtained through evolution. They won't be found anywhere in the wild. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff that we need to catch, or we're going to catch a bunch of stuff that we need to evolve. And then over the next couple streams, we'll be grinding those evolutions out. There's quite a few level 40 something evolutions. We've got Exploud at 40. Let's see. Are you in the water? Yeah. Exploud at level 40, Aggron at 42. Although our Lyron was, I think, 39, so that makes that easier. Wailord at 40, Flygon at 45, Glalie at 42, Walrein at 44. So we've got some work ahead of us, but if we can catch a bunch of them and knock out the base forms, that'll save some time. And then we'll be over halfway done with Gen 3. So we can easily blow through a lot of Generation 3 this week, because my goal is a generation a month. And we've got exactly 2 weeks before June is over. And at the very end of June, we've got Acon, so probably some shorter streams at the end of this month. I still plan on streaming those days. If I can get it to work, I'm actually going to try to do some IRL streams. It'll probably be mobile, so it won't be the very best. But we'll see how that goes. We'll probably do a test stream. Let's go that. Alright, so Loudred's actually at 20%. And we've seen more Medichams than we've seen Loudreds, and Medicham's 15. So it's only a 5% difference, but still. Enough that you would think we would notice. Move up to this next little area. There we go. There's a Loudred. Yeah, it's at 37 and they evolve at 40, so that's awesome. So we're gonna false swipe. There's a decent amount. It's gonna rest, of course it is. So it's going to sleep, which is actually going to be very helpful if it doesn't wake up after the first hit. We can false swipe and it stays asleep. There you go. Let's go one more time, just get it low. Because sleep is the best condition to catch Pokemon in, so got it very low and it's asleep. This should be pretty easy. Go to the bag and throw a Pokeball. And a critical capture right there. One shake and we are done. So that's going to be our Living Dex Loudred knocked out. So that's going to drop our count down to 691 Pokemon. Our Crocodile is going to get a level up off of that. And bring our count down or our OCD Dex count, excuse me, up to 477. We will not give it a nickname. We've got 2 Pokemon left in Victory Road here. One more Loudred to evolve into an Exploud, and then specifically a female Medicham. Picking up a Medicham right now. Where is it at? Here we go. Come here. There we go. No, it's Power Slap. I don't remember that move at all. Let's see what you are. It's another male. We do not need. Well, the good thing is now that we've caught ourselves a Loudred, we can search for it and find one. Very nice. Sneak around. Yeah. It's level 37, and they evolve an Exploud at level 40, so that's going to save us a bunch of time. This one will not affect our counts until we evolve it. So it probably knows rest like the other one did. If I had to guess. Wow, that hits hard. Okay. We got a crit on our false swipe, which is very nice. It's just for a stomp that only does like 15. We have it extremely low. We're going to go for a Pokeball. That's 1 shake. That's 2 shakes. That's 3 shakes. That's a Loudred. Very nice. All right, so that takes you off of the currently hunting screen and leaves everything else the same because it's not going to count until we evolve it, so we're not going to give her a nickname. Now we just need a female Medicham. So let's see if we can hunt it. Looks like we did not find one. Okay. Run around a little bit. That is a Hariyama most likely, which is going to get reset anyway, so it's all good. We got another Loudred, which we do not need. Although that one's level 39 and we only need 1 level for an Exploud. That's okay. We already caught it. Alright, so we need a female Medicham for the gender variants. And Victory Road is complete. And our wild encounters will be almost complete. We can still find Claydol in the wild at the Sky Pillar when we do the Delta story. And then the unknown exclamation point and question mark can be found in the wild as well. This one knows Ice Punch, and its ability is telepathy. This one's going to be decent. And I think it's a male, though. It is. It's a male level 40. We run from those. We're looking for a female. It is one of the gender variants of this region. Let's actually take a look. We only have 36 gender variants, so 18 pairs. There's 96 through all 7 generations, so we only have 18 in here. There were 22 pairs in Johto, so about a quarter. Alright, so that's another Lairon. We don't need that. We hit the wrong button and try to look at our party. We run away from that. Let's see if we can click the wrong one again. We can hunt Medicham. No, okay. So another part of the OCDX challenge is that we can't just go find, let's see, Fighting Psychic, very good. A female Meditite and then evolve it. If the Pokemon can be found, oh dang it, can be found in the wild, then it has to be caught. Level 40, it knows Quick Guard. And it is a male. What is the gender ratio? Let's check that out. Run around until we find something. Why? Owen. The Cham. 50-50. We've just had some bad luck. 50% male to 50% female. And we've run into nothing but males. That's pretty funny. Okay, that's probably in the water. Yeah. What do we got? We got another Larion. The I is before the R though, so that can't be right. Right, let's see if we can dex nav it. Getting something. Ooh. Leaned on that stick too hard. You see what had happened was... Alright, so let's run up here, run around, come back down. Maybe we can reset it. And more Lairons. Lairon evolves into Aggron at 42. And then the one we caught was at 39, I believe, so that also saves us some work. That's in the water, most likely. Metacham. Are you a male or are you a female? It is a female. Very nice. So we're going to false swipe. And acupressure is going to raise her evasiveness. False swipe it again. And then we'll start going for the capture. Power trick. Switched its attack and defense. Interesting. I thought it was going to swap stat changes with us, and I was like, well, you just gave me evasiveness, but okay. 3. There we go. All right. That's a female Metacham. That is actually going to wrap up Victory Road here. So that leaves us 690 Pokemon for the countdown and gets our OCD Dex count up to 478 Pokemon. That's going to transfer to the transfer box. Let's change you, and our latest capture is a Metacham female. All right, so let's leave Victory Road here. Get healed up. And update my notes real quick, sorry. Get healed up, and then we will start running through the game and catching all of our pre-evolutions. And then we can grind out evolutions and get more than half of Hoenn done that way. Like I said, there's 55 Pokemon that can only be obtained through evolution in this game. And when we started today, we had 100 Pokemon left to complete Hoenn. And I believe we just caught 6 that counted. We caught 8 Pokemon altogether. 6 of them counted for our Dex count. 2 of them are for evolutions. So let's get healed up first, get our moves restored. And let's see what we can get here. Did not mean to double tap that, thank you. That means everything else that we catch is going to be for evolutions, so let's organize the boxes here. Get today. We got a Lairon, and then we got another one at 39. We're going to move that to the evolution box for sure. And then we got our Metachams. Move things out of the way real quick. We've Metacham does have gender variants. If you take a look, the ears, they're higher and lower, I guess. It says. Cool. All right, and then Loud Reds, that's at 37. That's at 37. Hariyama does not evolve again, so that's there. And these two will be our evolutions. Let's grab them, take them over here. And then we'll actually stay in the evolution box. So let's see. 55 Pokemon can only be obtained through evolution. We have 14 of them. Let's organize this real quick. Put that down. We need a Grovyle and a Sceptile. Torchic and its gender variants for Combuskin, Torchic and its gender variants for Blaziken, Shelgon and Salamence. Shelgon evolves at 30, so one level will get us a Shelgon, and Salamence is at 50. Clamperl, I've got one for Huntail and one for Gorbis, which we'll just put up here. And then Lairon evolves into Aggron, and Loudred evolves into Exploud. So we've got 14 of the 55 Pokemon that can only be obtained through evolution, which leaves us, let's see, 55 minus 14, 30, 41. Cool. So we need 41 Pokemon, which would be a box plus 11. So I need 2 boxes. Cool. So let's put our first batch here in the bottom of our bank transfer. Okay. All right, so now we just go back to the beginning of the game, and we're going to run through and catch a bunch of Pokemon. We're going to fly up to our hometown. Go get ourselves a Poochyena. Mightyena is one of the first Pokemon that can only be obtained through evolution. We're just going to go in order of the story as far as the routes. So tiny. There we go. All right, so everything that we catch from here on is not going to affect our counts just yet because we need to evolve them. But let's see. Let's go ahead and just Dex Nav it. Maybe get some good moves out of it. You are in this patch. Oh, it's got a hidden ability. Level 2. And we're in the first patch here, which is a guaranteed capture, so we don't need to do anything but throw a Pokeball. So here we go. I think starting in let me remember how to speak. Ruby and Sapphire. I think starting in those games, like the original Game Boy Advance games, the first patch in every game is guaranteed capture. Right, so that's gonna be our Poochyena. And then from there, we're gonna look for 2 Pokemon, Cascoon and Silcoon. Because the Dustox and Beautyfly both have gender variants, so we need 3 of each of these. It's gonna be a little bit of work. Nothing terrible. So let's go ahead and fly. Let's go ahead and click the wrong Pokemon. We're gonna fly to the Petalburg Woods, and we're gonna look for, let's see, Beautifly, Dustox, and actually we can go out here, grab a Swellow. There's a couple things we can look for. Look for a Taillow. I know on the graphic it says the cocoons, but since we're right here, because there's a couple Pokemon that we can actually be looking for in the woods. Cascoon, Silcoon, what's it called? Remember how to talk. Slackoth, Incata. Actually, I don't think we can get an Incata in the woods. I think we have to get it on the route off to the side of Rustboro. Alright, so our latest capture is going to be Talo. Totally didn't change it to a Poochyena, but that's okay. That's a Talo, that'll be a Swillow. Let's see, I need to separate the Pokemon that we've caught versus the ones we need to catch, otherwise it's going to become a hot mess real fast. So we've got for Xcloud, 1 second. Got one for Aggron. Got our Shelgon, Salamence, Scorbus, Huntail. Got those ready. Okay. If that's everything, okay, cool. Sorry. Alright, so we'll run into the woods here. And let's see if we can find a Shroomish real quick. Man. I like how I put the cocoons up there and then I'm looking for everything but them. Grab the Shroomish, so we have one to evolve into Breloom. Alright, it's level 5. We false swipe. Shroomish evolves into Breloom at 23. So some of these are going to have a little more work to do than others, but that's okay. See if we can get most of these pre-evolutions knocked out today. That'll give us stuff to do the next couple days. Work on grinding all these Pokemon up. That's 2. That's 3. There we go. So again, our counts aren't going to change with these Pokemon because they are 4 evolutions. So Shroomish. Okay, we do not want to nickname it. We only nickname our shinies here. Let's actually look for these cocoons now that I've put them up and caught 3 different Pokemon. There's nothing for Cascoon. What over here? Nope. Silcoon, how about you? Nope. If we run over here, the wrong button. What if we run over here? Actually, restarting it like that might help. Silcoon. We're gonna find one. And we are looking for gender variants for all, well, both of them. We're looking for gender variants for Silcoon and Cascoon, so we need 6 total. So here's our first Silcoon. And it's going to be a female. So let's just false swipe it, get it down to 1, throw a Pokeball. She's gonna harden, that's fine. Okay, so that's Silcoon. 1, 2, 3, and caught. Okay, so our latest capture is going to be Silcoon. And that was a female. Can stay there. Let's actually do what we just did. Power randomly went out. Oh, that's not good. Are you okay? Leave and reset the route. Is it all the wind and stuff? Couldn't be found. run around through here. I thought maybe leaving the route and coming back would reset it, but I guess not. Wormpole. Unfortunate thing is wormpoles, you're never sure which one it's going to evolve into. Let's run around again. So we got our female Silcoon. We need a male, and then whatever. There's another one, so let's see what we got. Silcoon number 2. It's going to be a female. That can be our living. That's fine. I'll swipe it, throw a Pokeball. Easy enough. Because Beautyfly does have gender variants, so we want to get a male and a female, but we still need one for our living dex. So we'll throw a Pokeball, hit you. Gonna be 1 shake, 2 shakes, 3 shakes, and no shakes. That is our living dex Silcoon right there for Beautyfly, which means our next Silcoon needs to be a male. So we can leave the latest capture alone. And another Silcoon. Now, are you male or female? Because we only need a male. Let's see what we got. That is a male. Very nice. We are just blowing through this tonight, guys. So, false swipe, harden, Pokeball. That is Beautyfly. Ready to go. Up down to the Pokeballs. Down to 75. Say that like, oh my gosh, we're gonna run out so fast. Be okay for a little bit. 3. That's actually going to remove Silcoon, so that just leaves Cascoon and a Slack Off. Nope. And transfer it to the evolved box. Very nice. Let's see if we can find one. Click. Nope. Okay. But we leave. Come back around. Now let's try it. Oh, we might be picking something up. Just kidding. Thought about it. Or Cascoon. No. We got a Wormpool. That's the thing. If there was a way, Kitten Hawk 690 seems like such a low number now. I know it really does. It's still so much, but we started today with 100 Pokemon left for Hoenn. But that would get us down to 590 when we finish. And then we'd have 4 generations, so if we can do everything on time, 55 out of the 100 are evolutions only. So if we can do everything on time, we should be starting Diamond and Pearl beginning of July. Let's just run around here. You got this. Thank you. Silcoon. I need a Cascoon. We just got 3 Silcoons. Okay, we've got 151 days, so about 5 months. Got 5 months, 4 generations. That is a Shroomish. We already caught our Shroomish for Breloom. We run from those. Okay, let's see if we can dex nav something here. Give me a Slack Off. Thinking about it. It's got nothing. Okay. Oh, there's something up there. It's a Slack Off and I can't reach it. Of course it is. That's just rude. Let's change up our little area here. Let's hunt for one now. Okay, so we're picking up one all the way over there. Let's get closer. And be careful. There we go. Okay. So we only need 2 slack offs. We need 3 cascoons. But we need 2 slack offs, 1 for Vigoroth and 1 for slacking. So it's gonna be a female. We're going to false swipe. And Pokeball. Okay, she's going to use Yawn, which means next turn we fall asleep. So we should hopefully catch her this turn right now. One, 2, 3. That's slack off. Okay, very good. Latest capture is going to change. Oh my god, that is a huge sprite. Shrink that on down. Alright, so we need 1 more slack off. And then we need 3 cascoons. Didn't catch one. Okay, that's fine. Let's look at our cascoons then. Maybe? No. Okay, rude. That is a Wurmple. We're picking something up here. The bug Pokemon. Where? Got our epic Overwatch music going on while we hunt Pokemon, and it's hilarious. Let's see what we got. Who are you? As a Wurmple. I don't want a Wurmple. Okay, we're picking something else up. What do we got? A Phantump. That's adorable. Not going to count though, but we'll look at it. Phantump is Gen 4? It's adorable. It's a Dex Snap Pokemon, so we are unfortunately going to run away from her. Because the OCD Dex challenge, we have to catch Pokemon from their native regions. So we can catch her and use her, but it's not going to count for the Dex count. So, see if we can hunt this slack off. Let me remember how to talk here. We're picking something up. It's a normal type. I mean, it's probably slack off. Slow. There we go. Alright, slack off number 2 is on the way here. I love that sprite and that animation. Just, hey, I'm just chilling. Alright, so we false swipe. And it's gonna yawn. Means we fall asleep next turn, so Pokeball. Just set it down here because that's adorable. There we go. Alright, so slack off is done. It means we're looking for 3 cascoons. We will not give you a nickname, and we will send you to the Evolve box. So that takes care of Vigoroth and Slackings. 3 evolutions. Now we're just looking for cascoons. Can't find anything, of course. Whatever that just was, we scared it, so that's sad. Come on. Something. There. Here are we getting something? Search level 0. It's Cottony. Give it a shot. Again, it's not going to count for the dex count unless it's shiny. Do we have a winner? No. Shinies can be from any region. So, some of these random dex nav Pokemon, we'll definitely check on them just to see. Let's see. Let's go up around to the top. Getting someone else now. Slack off. That's okay. Cascoon. Oh, hey, here we go. Finally. All right, so we need a male, a female, and then a third for Dustox, who does have gender variants. So let's see what our first one is going to be. Our first one is going to be a female. Okay. So we false swipe, it hardens, we Pokeball. Alright, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Cascoon. Alright, Cascoon was caught, which means our latest capture gets to change from the adorable little Slackoth to a Cascoon. That was a female, which means we need a male and then a third for our Dustox gender variants. I don't know why that was difficult to say. So we're looking for 2 more. Let's see if we can search a third one. Oh. Okay, where are you at? Picking it up, but where is it? Okay, careful. So, Cascoon number 2. It's going to be... First, we have to wait to throw our Pokemon. Dramatic effect. Female. Okay, so that's fine. That can be our living Dustox. We still need a male. But we have the living box, and then we have male and female gender variants. Beautyfly and Dustox are one of the pairs of Pokemon that does have gender variants in Gen 3. Out of what we're looking for today, Ludicolo, Swalot, Camerupt, Cacturn, and Milotic are the only other gender variants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs. So she actually did bust out of that first Pokeball. That's 2, that's 3. Okay, oh, putting up a fight then, I see. She's at 1 health, so we can't really do anything else. One, 2, 3. There we go. Thank you very much, Cascoon. So we have 2 females. We have a living dex and a female gender variant. Means we need 1 more, and it has to be a male in order to get our gender variants covered. And then we need to go backtrack just a little bit to go get 2 Ralts. 1 for Curly and 1 for Gardevoir. And we are going to pick up another Cascoon in the dex nav. Very nice. Are you going to be a male? We'll send out our shiny Sapphire. And we will find out it is a female. So we have 2 females. We do need a male. We're going to have to run away from her. Hit that search button. And we do not get lucky this time around. Let's try it one more time. Nope. Okay. So let's just run in a circle. I think a certain amount of steps will reset. I think it's 50 steps. So we'll just do this twice because I'm sure that'll cover it. Search. and we find something very nice. So we'll walk normal speed to get through here. Start sneaking. Okay, so we know it's a Cascoon because we dex navved it, but we need to make sure that as a male because we have our living dex and our female gender variants. We need a male for a gender variant dust ox, and it is not. Okay, so we're gonna have to run away from her. So I'm wondering if the males are more, or females are more common in Silcoon and dust ox, because it did take a minute to get our male Silcoon as well. Run around here and reset the dex nav. Click that button. And check it out. Excuse me, kid. Ooh, dang it. Child, this is all your fault. So we're gonna run around, reset it. This kid got in our way, and then we bumped into him. My character is like, no, we're gonna run now. We didn't run. You have to hold B to run, so. Try that again. Go. Oh, that kid can't get in our way. Still try though. Guys, I wonder what it's gonna be. Whoop. So it is a Cascoon. This, we dex navved for it. Now is it a male is the question. It is not. Alright, so that's our third one. We run away from you. Hit the button again, test our luck. Okay. Run around here twice and reset that dex nav. Because I believe it's 50 steps. I feel like that's enough. It's been working. Kid, stop it. Alright, so let's see what we got. Oh my god, it's a Cascoon! It is a female, of course. Okay, so we're gonna run away. And get on back here. Let's see, we'll test our luck. Push it again. Maybe? No, okay. Run around here twice. Oh, we're picking something up. Search level 1. That means we haven't seen very many of them. Alright, okay, another cottony. That's cool. Let's see if we can get a shiny. Otherwise, it's not going to count. Pokemon in the OCD Dex Challenge do need to be caught in their native region. Except for shinies, so. We'll always give it a shot if we find a Pokemon out of its region. We aren't going to go out of our way to hunt them just yet. Okay. Cascoon. Stay out of my way, kid. Just need a male. We need a male Cascoon. And then that line is complete. We gotta go catch 2 Ralts after this. Come on, what do we got? It is another female. That's our 5th female in a row. Technically our 7th because we caught the first 2. So I haven't checked the gender ratios, but I'm assuming females are more rare than males, or it could be Metacham all over again. Normal, so that means it's Slackoth. That's fine, I don't want it. Dex nav for the Cascoon. Okay. Alright, we won't know until we send our Sceptile out. This one is going to be female. We run away from you. These gender variants are proving to be a chore. That's okay, that's why we're getting the grind knocked out now. We're gonna grind for all the Pokemon that we need to evolve. Then we level them up, evolve them all. And then we just blow through the story, catching only our team and legendaries. And then in Omega Ruby, version exclusives. So we're picking up a bug Pokemon. Where are you at? Pretty sure that's a Wurmple. It was. Cascoon. Let's see what we got. There we go. So now we gotta be careful. I stay out of the grass so we don't get a random encounter along the way. Hopefully we can get a male. I believe this is number 10. Get those sparkles. It is a female. Right. It's just not gonna happen. Come on, Cascoon. Oh. Random encounter. Let's see what we find. Oh, it's a Talo. So we run from you. Try it up here. Thinking about it. Okay, we're gonna get one. Child, stay on my way, thank you. Potential too, so it's gonna have good IVs. But is it gonna be a male? Let's see. It is a female. Alright, we run from you. We need a male Cascoon for our Dustock gender variants, and then we can get out of these woods. After this, we're going to go catch 2 Ralts. And then we move over to the route off to the side of Rustboro, which number I forget. Get us a Skitty and 2 Nincatas. And then we go underneath the bike trail and get Electrike and 3 Gulpins. Alright, let's see what we got. It is a male, finally! There we go. Alright, let's hit that false swipe. So we now have our Cascoons for our Dustox gender variants. And we just false swipe Pokeball. They're easy captures, which is nice. So, oh, okay. I say that and he jumps right out of the ball. Rude. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, then from here we're going to go back to second route. 2 Shakes. Okay. We need a Ralts. We need 2 Ralts. One for Curly and one for Gardevoir. We'll just Dex Nav them. Gender does not matter there. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, so currently hunting. We can finally change. Our counts aren't going up because we are catching Pokemon that can only be obtained through evolution. So we're trying to catch the pre-evolutions right now. So getting a little bit of grinding done tonight. So no, we will not give it a nickname, and it's going to be transferred to the evolution box. Finally leave these woods and fly. Let's see, the routes. 102. I love that you can actually fly to specific routes in this game. Like, it doesn't have to be cities. Okay. So we're looking for Ralts. Ooh, very nice. Oh, I love that you can see its little helmet. Right, and it knows Encore. Only level 3, so we false swipe Pokeball. Right, there we go. Encore. Which just means if we attack again, we're using false swipe. Which is good, that we don't accidentally kill it, but we're not attacking, we're just throwing a Pokeball. 1, 2, 3. Waltz was caught. Very nice. All right, and then we can Dex Nav one more time. And get lucky. All right. Sneak up on you. It's got a 1-star for the potential, which means it has at least 1 max IV. And it is a male level 3. And we're, oh, gonna hit the wrong button. Oh no. We're going to murder it. Don't double tap, friends. This is why you don't do that. It's okay. There's a Dex Nav. It wasn't a ridiculous hunt. Let's click that button again. So our latest capture is a Ralts, actually. So there's one nearby. Growl and Trace. Let's not double tap and hit the wrong move. Go. I'll swipe. Go. And Pokeball. One, 2, 3, go. Right. And let's see, we're gonna fly on over to the route next to Rustboro. Get ourselves a Skitty and 2 Nincada. It's 116. Let's get in here. Let's see. Let's look for Nincadas. Fix that real quick. So it's gonna be up top. Walk around and then we'll sneak. I see you. Okay, so that's our first Nincada. We do need 2. Okay, so we false swipe. We Pokeball. She's gonna scratch. Do a whole 1 damage. One, 2, 3. Captured. There we go. It's gonna turn our latest capture into a Nincada. Need 1 more and then a Skitty. We will not nickname her. Find one more? We can. Where are you at? Probably in this route below. Maybe? There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so we false swipe. And then we'll take a scratch for our whole damage. And Pokeball. Hopefully she'll be as easy as the first one. 1, 2, 3. And Kata was caught. Very nice. It's gonna make our next capture into a Skitty. It is adorable. Which we can just dex nav as well. One thing I really do like about Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is dex nav hunting. Makes our lives so much easier. Pikafleer, hello, welcome to the stream. Kitten Hawk, I love Skitty. Skitty is adorable. This kid's in our way. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got. Pikafleer, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for supporting the stream. Right, so we just false swipe, we throw a Pokeball, and we've got a Skitty for Delcatty. We're rounding up a bunch of Pokemon that we're going to be working on evolving for the Hoenn Dex here, so we're kind of grinding a bunch of stuff out right now. So, oh, critical capture, there we go. So we got ourselves a Skitty. So our counts aren't moving right now because we are working on rounding up a bunch of stuff to evolve. Basically, we're kind of doing some grinding and getting ready for this week's streams. I do stream every day. We have 100 Pokemon left in Hoenn, and out of those 100, 55 of them are evolutions. So a little over half of the Pokemon left can only be obtained by evolving, so we're catching their base forms today so that we can just go and grind, maybe do the Elite Four with them in the party, stuff like that. Let's see, where do we need to go next? Let's fly off to the side over here, actually. Let's go to 114? I think 114 is where we need to go. Ludicolo does have gender variants, so let's look for... let's see. 14? Right part? Here we are. Okay, cool. So we need to look for 3 Lumbres, and we need to look for a Swablu for Altaria. Altaria, let me remember how to speak. So we need Lumbres, because Ludicolo does have gender variants. And Swablu. Turn that one on. There we go. I think that's what we need for this area right here. Let's take a look. It's nothing else. This area is going to evolve. So, let's just dex nav it. Save us a little bit of time here. See if we can get one to pop up. There we go. It's like, that's a weird looking sprite. Those are trainers. So our first one is going to be, well, we have to send out our Sceptile first. Let's see what we got. It is a female. Okay, so we're going to false swipe it. She's going to fake out so she gets the first move, but barely does anything. We are going to flinch, though. That's okay. Drop a false swipe. Drops her down to 1. Throw a Pokeball. Like I said, pretty grindy today. Sorry, it is a little repetitive, but we are trying to knock out all our pre-evolutions for evolution exclusive Pokemon. There are 55 Pokemon in the Hoenn region that can only be obtained by evolution. So we're getting ready for that grind right now. We're a little over halfway done catching these pre-evolutions though, so it's 3. There we go. That is our first Lumbre, and that is a female. So we do need a male, and then whatever we find. We are not trying to catch male and female of every possible Pokemon. We're just trying to catch gender variants. Some Pokemon do look different depending on if they're male or female. One of the most common examples that I use is Meowstic or Pyroar, because they're such extreme differences. A lot of them are more subtle differences. So the whole point of the OCD Dex challenge is to catch every possible obtainable Pokemon other than Spinda. So it's not just a living dex, it's not just a living shiny dex, it is the OCD Dex, and that is everything you could possibly obtain in this game. And that is a male, so that's going to take care of our gender variant. So let's false swipe it. And then that means our next Lumbre can be whatever we find. So he's going to get 1 health back. So he's at 2. Good for you, buddy. Drop a Pokeball on him. It's going to be 1 shake. It's going to be 2 shakes. It's going to be 3 shakes. That is going to be our male Lumbre. And actually I need to change that kitty. I apologize. Our latest capture is going to change. But our counts are not. Our counts won't change until these Pokemon evolve, which means during this week we will be getting a lot of Pokemon. Malwraith, hello, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Are you on the new computer? All right. Of course, my dude, that's exciting, man. I'm proud of you. Alright, so this is going to be our 3rd Lumbre, which will be our living dex Ludicolo. So it is a female. We're going to false swipe her, throw a Pokeball, and then we'll look for a Swablu for Altaria. Altaria? Oh, I can't say Altaria tonight. We're going to get that there, Altaria. Alright, throw a Pokeball at it. So, Mal, if you just got here, we are grinding out the pre-evolutions. I was wondering where you were at, and I thought, wait, he's probably streaming, so I figured I'd come hang out. Very nice. Yeah, no, I since the Nintendo Direct, or the Pokemon Direct, I have streamed every day. So we're grinding out the Pokemon. Out of the 100 Pokemon we have left in Hoenn, 55 of them are evolution exclusive. So we're grinding out the pre-evolutions so I can just work on training them all up this week. And then next week we'll do story stuff and catch the legendaries and all that. So that Pokemon Direct got you pumped up, didn't it? It really did. And I know people are all upset about the not being able to transfer everything, and it does suck, but I'm still excited for the game, and I'm definitely going to be playing it. Let's see, the Wind Straight House, I think 111 is where we need to go. Ooh, I left and we didn't get a Swablu. That's my bad. We'll go back. Whoop. Let's fly on back. That's my bad. No, it definitely did. I'm really excited. It's looking really good. And my plan ahead of time was already to catch all of the non-shinies before it came out. And we had a guess of November 15th. And it actually ended up being November 15th. So that means we can do a generation a month and be done a little bit like the 2 weeks before it comes out, which is perfect because I'm working on doing some new graphics and stuff like that. Ooh, we got a Swablu somewhere. Maybe? I'm confused. Did it pick up a Swablu? Or is it just freaking out? That's not a Swablu, that's a Surskit. You stop that. Swablu. To see Pokemon in the environment will be so cool, right? Like, I'm really excited for overworld sprites. I didn't think I was gonna like them, and then I played Let's Go, and it was really cool, actually. All right, so this is gonna be our Swablu for our Altaria. And it looks like they're gonna do a combination of overworld Pokemon and wild encounters, like the old games like this. So it's gonna be kind of cool to see a combination of those. It's gonna be like Pokemon Snap without the camera, right? Dude, I don't know why they haven't made Pokemon Snap for the Switch yet. Like, that would be such a perfect fit. I know so many people say that and it's overplayed, but I feel like it'd be really fun. 1, 2, 3. And I thought that was kind of their little subtle hint when they started adding in the camera stuff to Pokemon Go, like Smeargle and Detective Pikachu. If you take a picture, then they'll photobomb it, and then you have a chance to catch those Pokemon. So I thought that was their way of teasing Pokemon Snap for the Switch, but no, it's just Pokemon Go. Swablu. Let's turn that back on instead of off. Got to utilize the motion controls in the actual Switch that is rarely used, right? At least the gyro. Okay, let's fly back to Route 111. Or at the very least, give us a N64 Virtual Console. Because we've got Banjo and Smash now. You can do Banjo-Kazooie, Pokemon Snap, Original Smash. So many good games. Let's see. This is not the route I wanted. But there's still stuff that we can get, so that's fine. Let's see. Let's go into here. Go into the desert. We can look for Trapinch and Cacneus. Do that. And let's update these before we go in. I really want them to do GameCube Virtual Console, but I know that's not happening anytime soon. Okay, so we need 2 Trapinches and 3 Cacneas. 2 Trapinch for Vibrava and for Flygon. And then Cacnea evolves into Cacturn, which does have gender variants, so... I don't think I've seen a game that actually uses the gyro, aside from the new cardboard VR stuff anyway. The Joy-Con gyros, yes, but not the Switch one. Breath of the Wild actually had gyro controls for the bow. They weren't that good, though. I mean, it utilized it, but it was a lot easier just to aim with the joysticks. So we're picking up a Cacnea. It's gonna move. Where'd he go? Bro. Get it. There we go. We're actually going to be starting Breath of the Wild pretty soon. I'm really excited. I'm really pumped up for the sequel. Skyrim does it for bows too. Nice. Okay, see. There's a couple games that do it. But it's not like the main thing. But yeah, no, we're going to be playing Breath of the Wild pretty soon. Because I'm really hyped that they're working on a sequel. Alright, Ingrain, which means it can't run away now. Getting hit by the sandstorm. I actually forgot Skyrim's on the Switch. Skyrim's on everything. What are you talking about? We don't want to fight. We want to Pokeball. Alright, so this is a female Cacnea. Skyrim's life. Alright, looks like we got Todd Howard in the chat. I know I'm disappointed in myself. Skyrim is love. Alright, so that is a Cacnea female. Cacturn does have gender variants. Cannot talk tonight. I mean, that's not new, but it's a female. We need a male, and then whatever we happen to find. Let's go ahead and just keep trying to deck snap them. There we go. Getting lucky with these deck snap hunts tonight. Come on. Come on. Up. Scared it. Dang it. Just lean on that circle pad just a little too hard and they run away. Just run and see what we can find. So we need 2 Trapinches. It doesn't matter their genders. And we need a male cacnea and a third cacnea. We do not need a ball toy. Play doll can be found at the sky pillar. Let's try it again. If we're lucky, he'll pop up over here. Close. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Dang it! I'm really bad about that, getting close and then just whoop. It's another ball toy. I don't need you. Let's see, we have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16 more Pokemon. And then we've got all our pre-evolutions knocked out, so I think that's going to be our goal for tonight, is just knock them all out. And then over the next couple days, we can work on what we got here. Sandshrew. It's adorable, but I don't need you. Work on evolving them, and then we'll go through the story. And we find a Sandshrew anyway. So the plan that we've decided now is to get all these evolutions, then do the Delta story. And then we're going to do Omega Ruby, catch all the legendaries, do all that fun stuff. And then we will do Alpha Sapphire, catch all the legendaries for that, since we came into this game at the end. And then I will play through Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire a second time each, off screen. Hey, male cacnea, very nice. While we start Diamond and Pearl, and then we'll do Delta story on screen. And then anything that we need to catch, because we will need, let's see, for our second playthroughs. The only thing actually we need is our gift beldum and our fossils, which we can actually breed our fossils, so. So yeah, just the end of the game when we get our beldum from Steven, and then Delta story for our Deoxys forms. So that'll save us a little bit of time. Basically, we'll finish up Gen 3 by the end of this month with 2 Pokemon left. Well, 3. Our Metagross. Level up to 64. Our Metagross and our 2 Deoxys. I can remember. Alright, so that's a male and a female. It doesn't matter what our next Cacnea is. And we need 2 Trapinch. How would you even breed fossils? Aren't they already dead? Let's see. Right? I don't know how that works. I mean, they were dead and then they're brought back to life. Where is it? It says it's close by and then we're getting attacked by something, so it doesn't matter. I mean, at least... Oh, gross. You did that. Brought the nasty dad jokes. That was good though. Trapinch. Come on. Dang it. I don't know where that one was. We found. Oh, hello, goodbye. Pretty sure that was a Sandshrew though. Looked like the little ears. I won't apologize. It was a pretty solid joke. Touche. I'll let you keep that. Try moving more slowly. That means we're close to it. We're running away from it. There you are. Trapinch, buddy. No. Okay, good. That was good. So that's our first of 2 Trapinch. Still need 1 more Cacnea. False swipe. Getting low on our false swipes. Oh, she's gonna dig. Gonna get hit by the sandstorm. Let's see. Actually, let's there. While we're waiting, just restore those real quick. Might as well make the most of our move. By the sandstorm. And then, oh, not a Master Ball, Pokeball. Okay, so hopefully she'll be easy to catch. That is going to be 1 shake, 2 shakes, 3 shakes, no shakes. That is a Trapinch. So our latest capture does get to change to a Trapinch here. Maybe. 328. We will not give her a nickname. We need a Trapinch and a Cacnea. We are done in the desert here. Let's see if we can get another one. Here we go. Try moving more slowly. We're close by. Here we are. That's the thing about the ones in the sand. When you're sneaking, they can just disappear right before you get to them. There we go. All right, Trapinch number 2, which can be our Vibrava or our Flygon. We will False Swipe. Knock it down. Gonna Flail. Gonna hit by the Sandstorm. We're getting beat up. Bag, go to the Pokeball. We'll catch our Cacturn, or Cacnea. It's 1. It's 2. It's 3. That's Trapinch. Very nice. We will get our last Cacnea, get out of here, and then we'll heal up. Okay, so we got our male and female Cacneas, so it doesn't matter what this one is. So let's back out of the U. Yeah. Like we are going to get one. Where are you at? There we go. We're going to get attacked though, so it doesn't matter. Maybe a Cacnea? Haha, it works. Alright, so we False Swipe. Drop her down. Get with a sand attack. We get hit with sand in the sandstorm. And throw a Pokeball. One, 2, 3. That is a Cacnea. Very nice. Alright, so that's going to clear this route here. Earliest capture a Cacnea. Rockana wants to learn the move Crunch. You can do that, child. We'll just replace it Bite. How about that? We'll not give it a nickname. And we're going to... Rockana's evolving. Oh my goodness. I still don't remember where this Totodile came from. We had it in the party just because if we kept the party full, then Pokemon would transfer into the boxes directly. So I really don't remember where the Totodile came from. What's to learn agility now? No. Okay, so we're gonna fly. Just for the sake of not getting attacked. To the fiery path. Like literally right next to us. But again, for the sake of not getting attacked. Let's see. It's actually not where I want to be. Actually, no, we can get Nummels. That's fine. So we're gonna look for Nummels, and we need 3 of them for Camerupt and her gender variants. So let's actually heal our Septile up real quick. Oop. And I believe Nummel is the most common spawn in this area, so we may not even have to dex nav for it as we get him a chop. We'll give it like 2 or 3 tries before we start dex nabbing. Run away from you. Let's see what we got. It is another Machop, of course. Very nice. Let's see. A 3rd Machop. Okay, so we're gonna dex nav. That's ridiculous. So away you go. We'll dex nab the Nummel. How about that? You just sneak on over here. So we need a male and a female for the gender variants and a 3rd for the living dex. So that is a male. That is good. Ball swipe, Pokeball. Hopefully it's that easy. Getting pumped. Pump, pump, pump it up. Alright, we will not give you a nickname. Let's look for another one. So that's our male. Couldn't be found. Catch a Pokemon, or we'll fight a Pokemon. We'll see what we get. Nummel, perfect. So our first one was a male. This one is a female, perfect. So we got our gender variants. We false swipe. She's gonna tackle. Oh, 3 damage. Good job, kid. Most of these tackles have done 1, so. 1. Just 1. All right. Ember. Ember that is super effective. Does 2 damage, and we're getting burned. Of course we are. How? Because I made fun of her. Ember that is super effective with less damage. There's a critical capture though. 1. Done. 1 and done. So that is our Nummel. And let's get rid of this burn. We got a male and we got a female, and we need to change the latest capture and heal our burn. So let's get rid of the burn first. Let's see. Of that, and then our latest capture is a Nummel. I have a question. What would the equivalent to 1 damage in real life be? That depends on what your HP is, I guess. Because 1 damage to this high level Septile is like a little push, like but like to a little level 1 Pokemon, it would absolutely destroy it. Like I feel like a level 1 usually have like 5 or 6 HP, so that would hurt a lot. So it's kind of a case by case situation. Numble. We got a male and we got a female. But I would feel like just as an average person, 1 HP, we'll use the tackle as an example. Paper cut or like a bruise. Like if a dog headbutted you in the leg, it's uncomfortable, but it's not the most painful thing in the world. So yeah, like a paper cut or like a bruise. 1, 2, 3, numble. Oops, wrong numble. That numble. Okay, oh, that hurt. Okay, it's over. Alright, so we have 13 Pokemon left to catch for our evolutions to be taken care of. Let's see. You want to fly to Mount Chimney? Mount Chimney or Jagged Pass is where we can catch Spoinks, and we just need one. I don't remember which one it was. And it is this one. Cool. Spoink. Yeah. Trying to open a beer you thought was a twist top. Yeah, I'd say that's probably like a 1 hit point thing. The way I tend to think of like HP in D&D is like every attack is like a fatal attack, and HP is more stamina than health kind of thing. So like you just get worn out, and then finally when you hit 0 HP, you actually get hit. I know it's not quite the same, but yeah. Something 1 HP in Pokemon from like a tackle or a normal attack like that would just be something mildly uncomfortable, like not necessarily painful. More Numbles. I guess we should have done this hunt over here. That's okay. So we need a Spoink. We have 13 Pokemon left for our evolutions. 6 of them are gender variants. So 9 Pokemon altogether. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different Pokemon. 13 total. Getting boofed by a Wooloo. Oh. Wooloo. Wooloo is adorable, but Mareep is the #1 sheep. I'm just putting that out there right now. I went there. Wooloo's really cute though, and there's a bunch of adorable fan art. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, good. Hey, there we go. My favorite Wooloo thing that I've seen so far though was DuckTales. It's DuckTales Wooloo. It makes me smile every time. Is this just a little Wooloo excited and singing? I swear if we get a pink Wooloo as a shiny, I'm gonna switch from a Mareep gang to Wooloo gang all the way. Kitten Hawk, I love that. No, shiny Wooloo needs to be black. So we can have a little black sheep. Alright, so it's gonna endure, which is perfectly fine because we're doing all swipe anyway. You endured the hit. Actually, it wasn't gonna kill you, but okay. No, never leave Mareep Gang. You're a Mareep King for life. Once you're in, you don't get out. You can love both, but you cannot leave. So our latest capture is now a Spoink. That even better. I might switch because of the ideas of a black Wooloo. You do not switch. You join both. You love them equally. He's gonna bounce on my head because it's adorable. Alright, let's see. I 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pre-evos are left. Let's not nickname this Spoink. Let's go get ourselves a Whalmer. Whalmer. Let's fly all the way out here in the middle of the water. How about that? Let's go to 129. Sheep gang, we are the sheeple. Got it. We got Mareep and Wooloo. That's the sheep gang. All right. Let's jump in the water here with our Warlord. And let's search for a Whalmer. Go. Hey, little buddy. Hey, wait, I'm bringing your dad. I feel like if you're surfing on a Wailord, you should get more space than that. I'm just saying. Dynamax Wailord. Another thing to think about. But hey, how about that objectively less cute Corgi Pokemon? The Corgi Yamper is adorable, but Wooloo definitely wins. Although he is a little like, Corgis are overrated. Corgis are evil, actually. They're adorable, but they are so mean. Like Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas could be cute if they weren't the devil. Water Pulse. Gonna barely do anything. Little dog syndrome, man, it's a real thing. But Yamper is adorable. He's got a little heart butt. I don't know if you saw that or not. Shiba Inos are the friendly corgi. Changed my mind. Yep, Shibas are better. I'm on your side with that one for sure. Let's see. Latest capture is a Whalmer. My boss has 11 corgis. I'm tired of corgis. Jeez, that many? Oh, they had babies. That's why. I love sheeps. They're so cute. All right, let's get friendly hunting. We're gonna look for an electric doggo and a goo monster. Need Electrike and we need Gulpin. So we need 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I did not want to name you. And we basically have a husky with the legendaries. True. Like a wolf dog. Okay, so we're gonna fly to Cycling Road, Route 110. And get ourselves an Electrike, and we need 3 Gulpins for gender variants. Or Swallet. Where are we? We're on the wrong side of the route. Dang it. What breed is Arcanine? What kind of dog would Arcanine be? Does it work if we try to click the other side, or is it just going to take us right to where we were? It's going to take us to where we were. That's funny. Golden? Like a golden retriever? I could see that. Like the long-haired. This is the true Pokemon test, classifying all the dog Pokemon as in comparison to the real-life breeds. Let's go. What other dog Pokemon do you got? Furfuro's easy. That's a poodle. Tibetan Mastiff. just Dexnav some Gulpins. Yes. Okay, so we need gender variants for Gulpin, and it's one of the last gender variants we need. We're gonna run into a Pokemon and ruin it. Cool. Love it. It's a Wingull. Wingull, why are you like this? Google says German Shepherd, but I don't see it. I definitely don't see German Shepherd as an Arcanine. He's too stocky to be a German Shepherd. Definitely more Tibetan Mastiff. Damn it, Wingull ruined my hunt. Electrike. What kind of dog is Electrike? Well, we're looking for him. Look, there he is. So he seems more corgi. Possibly. No, Yamper is definitely a corgi though. Static, we're gonna get paralyzed. Have you seen Yamper yet? I thought I showed you him. 2, 3, I definitely have. Electrike was caught. And showed Kimboss. Snubble and Gramble are pugs, yeah. I thought they were bulldogs. That's why it's Gramble. Bulldogs with the squish faces, so they breathe like like they can't because they're dying. They are bulldogs. Oh, now we're just gonna find nothing but Electrike. Oh, we need to get rid of that paralysis. Do we not have a pug Pokemon? I don't think we actually do. I need a chart of all the dog Pokemon, because anytime I think of one, you guys are talking about it. It's Plusle. Plusle's adorable. Call up at Nintendo and tell them to make a pug one. Houndour is Minpin, right? I think so. And then it evolves into Houndoom, which is just a straight up Doberman. So we've done Growlithe and Arcanine. We did Houndour, Houndoom, Snubble, Granbull, Yamper, Electrike. Okay, so that's a female. What other dog Pokemon are there? And we're poisoned. Cool. I love it. I know there's more. There's one. There's two. There's three. There is a Swalot. So that's a female. So we've got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 Pokemon left. Let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I miscounted for sure. 10. Actually, we just caught one. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pokemon left. That was a female Gulpin. Antidotes. So let's forget about tomorrow and live for tonight while we're free. Lillipup, Herdier, and Stoutland. I know what they look like, but I cannot remember the breed for the life of me. Oh, Lillipup is definitely like a Yorkie. It's another Electrike. I don't need you. A-Drive actually has, I think she's a golden doodle. She's got that curly hair, and her name is Lillipup, and I thought that was adorable. Oh, come on. Herdier is a terrier. Zigzagoon. I'm not even going to touch on the legendary dogs because they aren't really dogs. They're just there. They seem to be Scotties. Scottish Terriers, is that what they are? Alright. Gulpin number 2 is going to be... a female, which is perfect because our first one was a male. So this covers our gender variants, and then it's got a berry. I think more Airedale. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, to be honest. All right, so if we don't get this capture, we're gonna fall asleep. So let's go. It's a critical capture. Stay awake. One and done. That's a male and a female. So we need one more Gulpin. Airedales are Prudence. Okay. I don't know. Herdier's got that big mustache, which makes me think Scotty. What are you? Trubbish. Again, it's not from this region. It's a Dex Nav exclusive, but we will always check them out just in case we can get a shiny. Scotty for sure. Got discourse in the Pokemon dog conversation here. Okay, it's a normal Trubbish. Alright, we need a Living Dex. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Living Dex Gulpin here. Or Living Dex Swallet, excuse me. This one doesn't seem to be holding an item. My 10 years in the animal field have come into play at some point in my life. That's great. That one is probably a Russian Terrier. Let's see, false swipe it again. Hello, bud. You want up here? You want to come stream? Come on. Come on. Might see Excalibur here in a second. Poisoned. Think Scotty, but twice as big. So this is gonna be our Living Dex. Come on. Thinking about it. Okay, maybe not. Alright, so that is our Living Dex Gulpin / Swallet. We will not give you a nickname. We can move that up top. Alright, so we have Milotic, which is gender variants, Annette, Dusclops, Glalie, and Walrein. So let's Glalie is Snowrunt. And Walrein is Celio. Let's work on these kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Pokemon are left for the evolutions, the pre-evolutions. But here is the important question. I'm pretty sure is what it was supposed to say. Rockruff. What Pokemon or what kind of dog is Rockruff? That just makes me think of Josh. Our friend Josh had a dog, and people would always ask what breed he was, and he would just say he's a good boy. Let's see. We need to go to Shoal Cave. I need to get rid of that poison before we do anything. Linwell lady, hoy! Hey, it's been a minute. Good to see you. Get in the bag here. Let's get an antidote. Get rid of that poison. We are now in the middle of Hoenn. We're catching all the Pokemon that we need to evolve. We've got a little bit less than 100 Pokemon left, and 55 of them can only be obtained through evolution. So we're catching everything that we need to evolve so we can grind those evolutions out this week. What do we got here? It's a dugong. It's adorable, but I don't need it, so run away. Let's see if we can get ourselves a Snorunt. Hey, we're also trying to figure out what real breed of dog each dog Pokemon is. Yes. And a little Akita for Rockruff. Oh, that would be adorable. They were talking about all the dog Pokemon and what dogs they are, what their real life dog equivalent is. Father almost joined us for the stream a couple times. Let's see. He's thinking about it. Come on. Come on. There he is. It's Excalibur. You can barely see him. He's gonna rub on the mic. Hi, buddy. Bud. Yes, it's Excalibur. Okay. Usually he gets on the back of the chair. Okay, don't stand on the keyboard. We're adorable. Wrong spot. There you go. Cat. Yes, it's Excalibur. He'll usually jump on the back of the chair and just hang out with us. But today he decided my lap was the better option. Named after Excalibur from Soul Eater. He is, because he talks a lot. Fools! Let's see what we got. Okay, oh dang it. Got excited. Let's see. We're at just a lot, yes. Run around and see what we can find, but we can dex nav them, that'll be easier. And of course something shows up as I leave. That's how this game works. Okay, we're getting attacked. Let's see what it is. I actually started that for like the 7th time the other day. It's a fun anime. Alright, Golbat, we don't need you. Alright, so we need a Snorunt for Glalie and a... Oh, dang it. Snorunt for Glalie and a Celio for Walrein. Nope. Okay. Wrong button. Let's try you. Thinking about it. Dang it. Okay, we'll try in here. I know how to use stairs. Alright, let's see what we got. I only ever made it up to episode 3, but I've seen the first episode like 6 times because of reasons. That's funny. Spheal is adorable, but we want a Celio. Save a little bit of time. Sinister, did you soft reset for Shiny Sceptile? I did. Actually soft reset for the Shiny Sceptile before I started streaming. So he's not going to count for our OCU Dex count, but took about 2,300 resets, a little bit over that. I think it was like 2317. Pumpkin. Again, it's a Spheal. We're going to run away from him. Celio's going to save us some time. Right now we're trying to catch Pokemon for evolutions. There's 55 Pokemon in Hoenn that can only be obtained by evolution. So we're looking for their pre-evos. So this week we can just get an XP share and go do some grinding and add a bunch of Pokemon to our count. So my goal right now is to catch all of the non-shiny Pokemon before Sword and Shield comes out in their native regions. So all the Hoenn Pokemon need to be caught in a Hoenn game. We have completed Kanto and Johto. We did Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Crystal. Let's see. We're just not having any luck with the Dex Nav right now. Oh, maybe? No. We were having so much luck with it earlier today, but that's okay. There's only, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pre-evolutions left. 3 of them are Milotics, because Milotic does have gender variant. We are not catching a male and female of every Pokemon, but certain Pokemon do have gender variants. They differ depending on if they're male or female. My go-to example is typically Meowstic or Pyroar, because they're such extreme differences. But there are 98 Pokemon that have gender variants. So we're looking for those. We're looking for any alternate forms, like Lycanroc is a good example. 1 Pokemon, same name, same number, but 3 different forms. And then we're looking for shinies of everything as well. So not only is it a living Pokedex, it's also, and not is it only a living shiny Pokedex, but is the OCD Dex every possible obtainable Pokemon other than Spindaforms. They have to be your original trainer ID. They cannot be traded. If an evolution can be found in the wild, you have to go catch it in the wild. The only exception is if the Pokemon is going to be in your party throughout the game. Let's see. I think that's just about everything. Yeah, it's a crazy challenge that I came up with, and once I thought of it, I didn't want to just, put it out there on Reddit or something like that. I wanted to do it myself, so I'm going to go out and catch every possible Pokemon. I'm going to do it all live, because in a world where PK Hex is a thing, you can just hack in Pokemon like nobody's business. I'm going to do it all live, do it all in front of you guys, and prove that I have every possible Pokemon 100% legit. And so here we are, about a quarter of the way through the challenge. Here we go. 478 of the 2262. Spinda has like over 1,000 different variants, which is, whoa, there we go, which is why he's not catching Spinda multiple times. It's like, oh my god, I don't remember exactly the number, but it was ridiculous. It's in the video. If you exclamation point OCD Dex in the chat, it'll take you to a YouTube video explaining the challenge in a little more detail. And I'm actually reworking. I can't speak. I'm actually working on remaking that video because we are no longer counting Mega Evolutions because they don't keep their form change in the box. It's only in battle, and the new games aren't going to have Megas as a critical capture. Here we go. Very nice. Got ourselves a Snorunt. We can take you off of here. And our latest capture is going to change into a Snorunt. Our numbers are not going to change because these Pokemon do not count until they evolve. But we're knocking out a bunch of prep work for this week's streams. I do stream every single day. The times do vary. But if you follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, I always do live notifications before I go online. No, I don't. I keep spamming the wrong buttons here. Should a move be deleted? Keep old moves. Give up on learning bounce. Yes, there we go. I did it. We will not nickname. Oh wow, our box is full. So we're overflowing into the breed box now. That's okay. So now we're looking for Celio. Let's see. Ooh, very nice. Good job, DexNav. Spinda spots are based on its personality value, a 32-bit number. A simplistic model would put the odds at 1 in 4 billion. Jesus, 294,967,295. Are you streaming in a DS or an emulator? We are using camera's over here now. 3DS capture card. This is a Katsukity card, actually. We're gonna go for a false swipe. Ooh, he's a heavy boy. Okay, I'll swipe again. And he's going to swallow. So we're going to go for a Pokeball now. He's low. Ironically, it's the Pikachu new 3DS XL. I was originally going to do the Pokeball 2DS, the 2DS XL, but that's when they changed the laws in Japan. In Japan, you can no longer mod consoles. It's illegal. So, oh no, he's resting. Rude. I actually had to go and buy someone else's old capture board, which has worked perfectly fine for me. So I'm not complaining at all. It's just, it wasn't the one that I went out and picked, but it's okay. It gets the job done. It runs everything well. 2 and 2. Okay. Sleep is the best condition to catch Pokemon in, so I was going to hope that maybe even at full health we had good odds. We've blown through so many Pokeballs tonight. Try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Good job, Celio. Letting us just take a nap. Okay, so our latest capture is a Celio. She's centered here. And he's been transferred to the breed box. Be careful, buddy. Excalibur just jumped up on the desk, which I don't care if he's up there. We just set up our new apartment not too long ago, and so I have not done my cable management yet, and it's disgusting. Just cables everywhere, and I don't want him to accidentally unplug anything. So if I randomly run away for a couple seconds, it's to save the stream. So let's get out of this cave. We get our Walrein. We have 5 Pokemon left for our pre-evolutions. We need 3 Milotics for gender variants, and then a Banette and a Dusclops. So let's get out of the cave. Come on, you can use stairs. Out of the cave. Out of the cave. Having trouble walking in a straight line, apparently. Alright, so we're going to fly and get healed up. We're just going to go to the closest Pokemon Center so we can restore all our moves without burning items. So we will work on the ghosts because we can put Manectric in front. Sir, how many potions have you had? Oh, Excalibur, buddy. I have a poster leaning up against the wall where I was going to hang it, and he just rubbed his head on it so it tipped over and it scared him. Okay. Sir, how many potions have you had tonight? Where were you on the night of tonight? Okay, let's see. Need a Dusclops and a Banette. So let's see. Vampire. We need to make sure that we put Manectric in front so we can Outer Sleuth. Let me fix this real quick. Yeah, okay. So we'll go in here. And we need to put Manectric in front so we can actually hit these Pokemon. And we can find both of them. Very nice. Gotta love these Corviknight cameos every time you fly, right? I love that meme. It was always him. So we're gonna get ourselves a Duskull here. Very nice. I guess that we should put what we're looking for, so my bad. Looking for a Duskull, which we just found. We're looking for 3 Chop it. Yeah. so we're gonna fight. We're gonna Odor Sleuth so that we can get our pulse wipes off. I love the Duskull sprite though, because it just has its little arms behind its back, just being so polite. So, hello, I'm a ghost. It's my my job to scare you tonight, so if you wouldn't mind, please be terrified. Like a little ghost butler. Oh, dang it. We're just gonna walk right into that. Alright, so we're burned. Looks like Sans, especially with the one glowing eye. God dang it. He does, though. Okay, so we're burned and we're confused. I don't like that. That is just rude. Oh, and our attack is lowered by that burn, too, so let's fix that. Status restore. Do we have any burn heals? Or raspberries? We do. Okay. Let's get rid of that burn. Shadow Sneak. Which is cool because it has priority. It's a... Shadow Sneak is dark or ghost? I'm still confused. And we're hitting ourselves. The Lucky Duckies said no. Alright, try to confuse Ray, but we're already confused. Lucky Duckies say no again. Rude. Suit. Can we be over the confusion, please? Lucky Duckies say yes. Shadow Sneak is ghost. Okay, yeah. It's quick attack, so... Or, it has priority, so it's like quick attack where it'll always go first. But it's ghost type, so that's pretty cool. Pokeball. Let's just Master Ball it. I'm holding on to that Master Ball for any shiny legendaries. Just to be safe. We're having trouble with it. You know, it's our one out. Greninja uses the move in Smash Bros. Nice. There we go. So that's going to get us our Duskull. We'll make our latest capture him. And before we look for our Shuppet here, we're going to heal up. So we have completely filled the evolution box. It is spilling over to the breed box. That's okay. We're almost done. I only have hyper potions, but that's okay. Need to keep Manectric in front so we can Odor Sleuth our Shuppet. Get out of here. And let's see what we can find. Okay. Sneak around. Very quiet. I'm hunting a rabbit. Hey, nice. Got our Shuppet. Speaking of which, how do those Dragon Quest heroes? How about those Dragon Quest heroes in Banjo? That's pretty cool. I'm wondering, it's the Dragon Quest hero. I'm guessing that's Echo Fighters. They're not just gonna add in like 8 characters. Because that would be ridiculous. So we get the Paralyze off, which is nice. And we Odor Sleuth, so let's switch to Sceptile. I'm excited for Banjo, though. Banjo-Kazooie was so much fun. Could be a fun game to play on stream, just because, you know, it's different. Although I feel like more people are going to be playing it now that he's been announced. So we'll see. Here we go. No, it's going to curse and kill itself. Shop it. You played yourself, kid. That again. Alright, well, we got lucky at least. Where you at? Creeping. I don't know who I have and haven't fought in here, so we have to be kind of careful. Stop it. Dang it. Why would you do this? They're alt skins, so each of the 4 characters gets 2 skin slots for their vanilla skin and an alt skin, but it's all encompassed in 1 character slot. Gotcha. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, no, we're staying over here. Okay, good. That was gonna get annoying. Okay, so it's gonna be 1 slot, multiple characters in the slot. Gotcha. So the hero's coming out first, and then Banjo's coming out later. Effectively, they're all the same character. Okay, so it's just reskins. That's still cool, though. I'm not a big Dragon Quest fan, to be honest. I've actually never played any of the games. So maybe I would like it. I always feel weird saying that I'm not a big fan of turn-based RPGs because I play Pokemon. Like, that is definitely a turn-based RPG. But a lot of turn-based JRPGs are just... I get bored with them. Because I guess Pokemon, at least it's a turn-based JRPG, but then it's got monster hunting. So at least you're doing something else instead of just turn-based grinding. Shuppet was caught. Very nice. Latest capture. Shuppet. Bop it. Okay, so we can turn that off. And now we only have 1 Pokemon left, which is Feebas. We need to catch 3 of them, though, because Milotic does have gender variants. So, turn that on. Then we will have everything that we need for all the evolution exclusive Pokemon, which we'll be working on the next couple of days. We can leave here. We can actually put Sceptile back in the front of the party here. Which I forget you just drag with your finger. There we go. And we will fly on over to the route, which number I forget, but I know where it is. 119. Need 3 Feebas for our Milotics. In Oraz, you have to max up Beauty and then level up. We're going to cheese, and we're going to transfer them to Sun and Moon and trade with Prism Scales. Just to save time. But we are on the... Okay, correct side. Drop down here. Gonna get in the water. Dragon Quest 11 is amazing. I'm having a lot of fun playing through it. JRPGs are very grinding in general. I find it to be satisfying to grind out levels, but I can see how some people could find it tedious. I don't mind it, but I think, like I said with Pokemon for an example, there's a secondary objective. You're grinding out levels, but then you're also trying to catch them all, kind of thing. So, I mean, it still is very grindy, as opposed to just grinding up your heroes to learn some new moves, and then you never... I guess you get new party members and stuff like that, so... I don't know. I'm not sure why I haven't tried more, because, like I said, I do play a lot of Pokemon, so... Could be something to get back into. I'm definitely interested in Final Fantasy VII Remake, because the Final Fantasy VII was turn-based, and now it seems to be somewhere in between turn-based and actual combat, like Final Fantasy 15. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's Feebas, which I believe that was a male. I didn't check. So when it asks us to nickname, we're going to say yes, just so we can check. Because we need a male, a female, and then whatever. We'll say yes. Okay, it is a male. I think probably my favorite monster training game is Monster Rancher 4 over Pokemon. I did like Monster Rancher. It was pretty fun. There's a game that's actually in alpha right now that's coming out in a year or two called Tim, which actually looks really fun. Basically a Pokemon clone, but it looks really polished. If you haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend checking it out. TEM. A lot of customization. Different outfits, stuff like that. Your Pokemon, they're not Pokemon. Characters follow you. It is an MMO. Other players will be online and you can do co-op and stuff together. Very ambitious. Looks pretty fun. Okay, so change it. Whatever. What is that? I have one playlist for all of my streaming stuff, and so I have some songs that are definitely meant for like Overwatch and some more action-oriented games. So when we're hunting Pokemon, it's just so out of place. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3 Feebas. Okay, so we got 2 male Feebas. Update that latest capture. So now we just need a female. And we have everything that we need for our evolution grind this week. Okay, let's search. DexNav is doing some work for us now. We weren't having that much luck in the Shoal Cave, but it's definitely working here. And this one knows Mist with a 1-star potential. And are you a female? That is what we're going to need, though. Is a female. Perfect. So we're going to... I'll swipe it. Tim looks pretty cool. Still not quite that actually raising your monster feel that Monster Rancher gave. True. That was more... That was like somewhere in between Pokemon and... wow, I totally forgot what it was. The little games, they had little bit monsters, and you took it. Tamagotchi. You actually have to take care of them and everything, not just grind them up and fight. Yeah, so we got our male gender variant, our female gender variant, and our living dex. So that actually is going to knock out all the Pokemon that we need to evolve. Let's take a look at the notes here. The only other Pokemon that we need to capture in this run of Alpha Sapphire are Rayquaza and Deoxys and Claydol. The exclamation point and question mark unknowns. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemon. So we've got these 55 evolutions. We're going to grind out 5 wild encounters. That's 60 Pokemon. And we caught a couple at the beginning, but we're a little less than 100. So we have a little less than 100 Pokemon. 60 of them we're going to catch in this game, and we're going to do that this week, leaving less than 40 Pokemon for Hoenn in just a matter of days, and we were trying to complete a generation a month. So we should definitely be blowing through Hoenn in June, meaning starting Diamond and Pearl at the beginning of July. So let's go ahead and fly. We'll go over to the daycare, because I think actually we'll go to Mauville so we can restore our moves and stuff. And then we'll go to the daycare, because I think in between now and next stream I'm going to do a new game of Omega Ruby, so I can give myself a Mudkip so we can just breed those starters real quick and add them to the level up list and knock out a couple more Pokemon. So tomorrow's Pokemon stream is going to start off with breeding the Mudkip line, and then we just start grinding out these evolutions. So that'll actually be 58 evolutions, 5 wild encounters, 63 Pokemon. And like I said, we're a little less than 100 away from completing Hoenn, and 63 of them are going to be ready in a matter of days. So we'll go ahead and get here. I'm going to rearrange the boxes after we wrap up tonight and transfer stuff to bank. So I'm going to save, and we are all set here. So that is actually going to wrap up tonight's stream. We got a lot of work done. We caught 55 Pokemon. 4 evolutions. So we're going to grind out all those evolutions during this week. Hopefully in the next couple of days we can get those all knocked out, and then do Delta Story, get our first Deoxys, and then we'll go into Omega Ruby. And then, like I said, off screen I'll do the second playthroughs until we get to Delta Story, so we can start Diamond and Pearl. So I think that's going to be everything for tonight, guys. We got a lot of work done. We streamed for about 2.5 hours. It's just about to be 9 o'clock. So as always, thank you guys for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow. I do stream every single day. Pokemon is the majority of my content, but I do play other games. I do Overwatch. I'm about to start Breath of the Wild. That'll be ready in a couple days. Probably not tomorrow, to be honest. I'm going to work on these evolutions and get ahead of schedule. We are trying to catch every non-shiny Pokemon before Sword and Shield drops. We got about 5 months to do so, so that means a generation a month will get us there on time. So Breath of the Wild will be coming soon with the announcement of the sequel. I'm really hyped. I actually never finished it the first time. I put it down, got distracted, and came back to it and was like, where am I? So I thought it'd be really fun to play it on stream with you guys. So that's coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that. If you do not follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, take your pick, any combination or just one. I always do live updates before I go online. Like I said, I do stream every day, but the times vary depending on my work schedule, so just keep an eye on social media. I think that wraps everything up. So as always, I'm Aedifex, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.